All right, so we want to talk a little bit about why it's important for you in a leadership position to get feedback from those around you. And for those of you that are new to a leadership position who've never done this before, there's kind of an obvious answer to that, and that is to get rid of a blind spot. Maybe there's something you're doing that you don't realize it's having a negative impact around the people you're working with, and you want to be aware of that. So the first most obvious reason to get feedback is to get rid of a blind spot. Now, for others of you who have been in leadership positions for a while, and maybe you've been through some feedback processes already and have sought that out, been open to it, etc., and you've developed a certain amount of self-awareness over time, you might sit there and think, well, why do I need to do this again? I mean, I already know, can probably guess what I'm going to get back in terms of the feedback because I've got some good level of self-awareness going on, and that's great. So it's less at that point about helping you find a blind spot. And to me, the reason you still continue to do it is to make yourself more approachable. And you might think of yourself, well, I'm already an approachable guy or gal. I have an open door policy. I really try to project that I'm open. And that's great. But again, we often forget that because of our elevated position in the organization, folks are just generally not going to feel comfortable maybe coming and talking to us for whatever reason, no matter what you're doing. So to me, the other reason you do it on an ongoing basis, even if you've gotten lots of feedback over the years and you probably know yourself pretty well, is to make yourself more approachable. So it's worth doing. All right, in a later segment, we'll get into more of the specific process around how you might get that feedback. But remember this, A, to get rid of a blind spot, and B, just make yourself more approachable on an ongoing basis. See you in the next segment.